I'm not entirely feeling like this vitriol for Janet Jackson that you all are having. And I saw this really interesting comment that somebody said. Somebody said, y'all done known Kamala for like 2.5 weeks, and all of a sudden y'all about to turn your backs on Auntie Janet because she didn't know anything about her. You have to really take into account that Janet Jackson has been famous practically her entire life. And she has lived in a bubble that is so insulated and so far from whatever we think is or deem as normal. Unfortunately, there are people in your very life, right now, who consider themselves to be like apolitical, like I'm not into politics, which is just kind of crazy to me. I can see if you said I'm not into religion, but I'm not into politics. It's like I don't give a damn about my environment and my surroundings or my safety. I'm not concerned about children. I'm not concerned about the well-being of the elderly. I'm not concerned about my neighbor. Like that's what it says when you say I'm not into politics. However, there are a lot of folks who are just not into politics and that just don't know. There's a lot of people out here that are just not very well read. I think in the case of like a Janet Jackson, she has really like just kind of almost an infinite wealth, right? And she has access to everything that she would ever want in the world. And in that access, there's a lot of things she don't have to do for herself. I wonder when the last time that Janet even had a McDonald's French fry. There's a lot of things that, sort of human normal experiences that are probably new to her. When was the last time Janet went to a regular mall? When was the last time that Janet had, dinner at Applebee's? Does she even know what Applebee's is? You see what I'm saying? So for her not to know Kamala's race or to know, what her ethnicity or nationality or anything like that is more so, for one, it says more about the people that are around her. So maybe you should be kind of questioning that if that's something that you choose to question. But it's also, people are not always informed on subjects that don't necessarily impact them. And that does sound very selfish, but she just lives a different life and exists in a different world. I do find that lately, which I'm very proud of, that more people seem to be a lot more politically aware and are trying to educate themselves. But I think really, to be honest with you, prior to even like the Obama election, I don't think people were really, they were just kind of like, I would hear more of the I'm not into politics. Now I'm seeing people have like really informed conversations, whether or not I agree with them. And I just think we need to kind of give her, cut her a little slack because she just didn't know. She's just parroting what's being said to her. And a lot of celebrities kind of have to do like a daily debriefing, like, okay, so what's going on in the world? Because they just don't know. If there's a world to me where Janet Jackson does not know what that lady looks like, she don't know nothing about her, she ain't never heard her voice, she ain't never heard that Kamala laugh, there's a world where that may be the case.